A warm welcome to all of you. Today we'll explore Kingdom Protista, basic classification of protozoa, and the rules of nomenclature used in parasitology. Let us begin with Kingdom Protista. Kingdom Protista is mainly divided into three major phylums: protozoa, algae and slime molds. We will only talk about Phylum Protozoa, under the subject of veterinary protozoology. Parasites under the phylum Protozoa are classified into four subphylum based on their structure and movement. The first subphylum is Sarcomastigophora. This includes organisms that move using flagella or pseudopodia. It is further divided into two main classes, Sarcodina and Mastigophora. Sarcodina, these have amoeboid movement using pseudopodia. Example include entamoeba. Mastigophora, these have one or more flagella. Example includes Trypanosoma, Leishmania, Giardia, and Trichomonas. The second subphylum is Sporozoa. These are spore-forming parasites that move by gliding. Their life cycle is largely intracellular and both sexual and asexual phases occur. It is further divided into three main classes: Coccidia, Piroplasmidia and Haemosporidia. Coccidia includes parasites of epithelial cells. Both asexual and sexual reproduction occur in their life cycle. For example, Eimeria, Isospora, Toxoplasma, and Cryptosporidium. Piroplasmidia includes blood cell parasites transmitted by ticks, where sexual reproduction occurs. For example, Babesia, Theileria, and Cytoxoan. Haemosporidia includes blood cell parasites transmitted by blood-sucking insects, such as mosquitoes, where sexual reproduction occurs. For example, Plasmodium and Haemoproteus. The third subphylum is Ciliophora. This group includes organisms that move using cilia. An important example is Balantidium. The fourth and last subphylum is Microspora. These have little veterinary significance. An example includes Encephalatozoan. Now let us move toward an important topic called nomenclature of parasites. Parasites, like all animals, are given scientific names according to the International Code of Zoological Nomenclature, which is based on the naming system introduced by Carl Linnaeus. There are three types of nomenclature. Mononomial nomenclature uses one name and refers to the genus only, for example Hyaloma. Binomial nomenclature uses two names, genus plus species, for example Hyaloma anatolicum. Trinomial nomenclature uses three names, genus plus species plus subspecies, for example Hyaloma anatolicum isaaci. Scientific names of species are usually written in Latin or Latinized form. Now let us discuss family naming rules. The name of a family is formed by adding -ity to the end of the genus name, and subfamily names are formed by adding -ine. For example, Phaseola is a genus, then Phaseolidae is its family and Phaseolini is its subfamily. In the same way Taenia is a genus, Taeniidae is its family, and Taenione is its subfamily. Now let us understand writing conventions. The genus name always starts with a capital letter, while the species name always starts with a small letter. For example, Phaseola hepatica and Babesia bigemina. Finally, scientific names of genera, species, and subspecies are written in italics when printed, or underlined when handwritten. For example, Phaseola hepatica when printed is written as, and when handwritten is written as. In the next lecture, we will study Introduction to Protozoology. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and keep learning. See you in the next lecture.